Carlbo Tennis.
Hi, Tennis Coach Bob here with CarlboTennis.com. Today we're going to talk about the leg drive or the rotation of the hip. Okay, that's an important force to generate on the backhand side, sorry. So we need to get that hip turning. We're going to talk about that, and that is what's going to help us to generate the force to hit the ball. So we want to make sure that we have this hip rotation, the leg drive coming forward and turning. So it's very similar to throwing a ball. So we go ahead and make sure that we practice that. I'm going to do this with my left hand since I'm doing a backhand. So here, my hips come through, and then the other part comes back. So here, I pivot and turn, come through, and I'm using my legs, just like if I'm punching here, pushing forward. So I'm going to show you with my racket here what I need to do. So with my one-hander, I'm going to get into a position. My racket is back. Once I'm here, I'm going to drive through here, hit this motion. With my two-hander, I'm already in this position here. Racket is back, and I'm driving through with my hip right here. And when I'm driving, I want to make sure that I rotate good enough that I can hit the ball slightly in front of my right foot since I'm right-handed. So I get here, and I want to have this contact out in front. So I'm going to go ahead and show you with the ball machine. So the ball comes here, I drive, and I stop right here. I want to make sure that I'm using my hips here, hips right there. And I'll show you with the one-hander here. I drive with my hips there, using my hips to get through here, and drive with my hips right there. So we get here, and I drive with my hips here. So if I do this correctly, I will be able to hit the ball out in front. Okay, I'm going to adjust my feet to make sure I get that contact here. If we don't do this, contact point is going to be a little bit further back, so I end up hitting the ball here. Contact point is here. So I'm here, and I hit the ball between my legs because I'm not rotating my hips. On the one-hander, naturally the ball will be a little bit in front, but my contact point will not be all the way out in front here. It'll be a little bit further back. So here, because my right arm is to the side of me here, I'll have contact here. It's very difficult for me on a one-handed shot to have contact between my legs back here. So, but we want to make sure that we rotate the hips. This part is very, very important. So if I were doing this with my two-hander again, make sure with my left hand that this is coming through. Okay, this is coming through. My right hand is just here loose, but I'm driving this with my right hand, my left hand coming through here, driving through here with the hips. So we get here, and I'm going to go ahead and continue the sequence here. Then we turn and come up. So here we go forward, turn, and then up. Forward, turn the shoulders, and then up. On the one-hander, forward, turn the shoulders and up. But we're getting this leg drive forward, turn the shoulders and up. I hope this video on rotating the hips has been useful and helpful. I want to make sure we have that turn coming through. It's very important that we get that turn going so that we can have the drive, because that's our primary force when we're hitting the ball. When you're hitting the ball up until contact, we want, whether it's your forehand, backhand, your serve, we want to make sure that we're using the big muscles, the legs, the glutes, and the core, okay? So to start everything, to get the force going forward, we're using the legs, the glutes, the core, hit the ball. After we hit, then we get with the upper body and the smaller muscles, we get the shoulders, the elbow, the wrist, the forearm, and everything else up here. But when we start off, we're starting this drive from the legs. So whether it's a one-handed forehand or two-handed backhand or a one-handed backhand, we use the legs, we turn, and then after contact, the smaller muscles take over. We don't want to use the smaller muscles when we're hitting the ball, or before we hit the ball. We want to use the big ones to hit the ball. I hope this video was helpful and useful. I appreciate you guys looking at these videos. And if you enjoyed it, please subscribe. Thank you very much, and I look forward to talking to you again soon. Thank you.
For more information on Carlbo Tennis, visit www.carlbotennis.com. If you wish to email Coach Robert, please do so at robert@carlbotennis.com or visit his Facebook page at www.facebook.com/Carlbo Tennis. Tennis for the people.